La. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the music headquarters. Yes. Here we're going to talk about all music, everything you could think of. Yes. Who's popping up in the movies, who the voices is bomb right now, the new singers, the old singers, new albums, maybe some old albums. You never know. We're going to talk about it all. Yes. I'm Khalif. Welcome to Khalif's Corner. But this segment is music headquarters. Or should I say, the music headquarters. Yes. First topic is, let me see, what we going to talk about first? First, we're going to talk about the NAACP Awards. Yes. On this year's NAACP Awards, it was really, really great. Like, I really like where they're going with everything. Like, how they're stepping it up. Like now I'm starting to see them as like where the Grammys are. Like the Grammys is prestigious. Like we look forward to the Grammys. It's like okay, everybody gotta stop, get dressed, put their best dressed on, to look out for the Grammys. And this year I feel like the NAACP's they did their job. They did their job. This year the highlights for me, there's only really like three for me. And the first one is D Nice. He held it down through the pandemic. Yes, me and my mom, everybody in my house, we were jamming to D Nice. D Nice was holding it down. Okay, so that's number one. He won Entertainer of the Year, as he should. Yes, yes. I wish I had some. Cheers to that. Okay. Secondly, Maxwell performed. We haven't seen Maxwell in a long time. It's been a little hot second. But yeah, Maxwell performed, and he ain't really surprised me or nothing. He ain't. It wasn't like it was a recording of him walking down the street. Whatever. What I did like is he got the afro back. That's cute. I was like, yes, okay. And he sung what song was that? Ascensions. Yeah, that's a good one. And then he was hitting the notes. I don't know where he recorded himself singing that, but it sounded like he had a crowd back there. But hopefully it was COVID safe. But the highlight of the night for me was Jasmine Sullivan. I done seen this girl sing this song many different ways. And this one wasn't that great, but I seen what she was going for. And it's like, when you could see somebody vision, you kind of could get where they come. You could kind of like, even though they may not be hitting the notes right, but because you see where their vision's supposed to be, you kind of could hear that. So that's yeah, I kind of got that from it. But every other time I heard her sing this song, it's amazing. And I need to check her out. Jasmine Sullivan, Pick Up Your Feelings. Yes, that song is amazing. And my favorite version is the acoustic version. Y'all need to go check that out. That is well. Yes. And that's me covering the NAACP awards. I ain't really got much more to say about that. That's kind of about it for that. Moving right on. Moving right on. The next topic, I want to talk about the latest albums. Yes. We don't really have many, but the one that stood out to me the most was Justin Bieber. He came through. And I know a lot of people been sleeping on Bieber, but he actually pulled through this go around. I don't know, something about it just hit for me. Got a new sound going on. It got a few vibes going on. I really think that he getting somewhere now. I think he found his judge. Hmm I'm waiting for Demi. Well, Demi's album came out, but I haven't listened to it yet. I watched her documentary though, and that was pretty intense. But it was good, but it was intense. And I really, really hope that she learned from all of that because we don't want to be revisiting all of this in a different headspace because It was all beautiful now, but if she ain't learned from it, then it's still a bumpy road. I really hope that she's in the clear now. But moving right along. I want to talk about these biopics that's been coming out. Now these biopics, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. But first and foremost, we gonna talk about it with Trump. Okay. I know the family is out here boycotting this 8-part series, but I do recommend that everybody watch this movie. And if you are a black person out there, definitely watch this movie because the family doesn't want this story to be out. But in my opinion, after watching it, it shines a light on a lot of the things that us as black people have gone through in the past. And like growing up for our aunts, uncles, grandmothers, they had it hard. Like really, really hard. Like I really don't even know how to put it into words. So what I would say is watch the Aretha movie. The way that they told the story very well because they were very it was very telling to see certain aspects of Aretha because Aretha, portrayed herself when she was living as, a perfect being. So I feel like that is why the family has a problem with because it does not play into the narrative of what Aretha would want us to see. But with that being said, it may not play into the narrative, but it shows us that she has been through it just like the rest of our grandmothers and aunts, you know? And some of our sisters, like it's really hard. Like she's been through a lot. And honestly, you can tell that the story is told from a kind of whitewashed way because yes, it was directed by black people, but the story was told and given like where did they get this information from? Okay. The executive producer behind it was Clive Davis. And he worked with her for a very long time. So it's like he's a white person. So he may know things and he may tell these things that he may have been informed of from her, but he's not going to tell it in the light from a black person, like how we may understand it. He's just going to talk about the trauma, but no one's really going to talk about how that helped her. So in watching it, it's like you have to use context clues to realize that a lot of her pain is in her music. It's not really said. It's not really talked about like I went through this. I'm gonna write this song. It's not really laid out like that. It's more like, all right, we see she went through this, and we hear these songs. Okay, but one thing I do notice is that I ain't know she stole my song, and I don't even like her version. I, giving him something he could feel. But if you look for the Aretha version, it's called Sparkle. Um, stole it from my sister. That's horrible. But man, it's like I don't even know how to feel because I listen to a version. I'm like I don't even like her version. I like everybody else's version. Literally everyone else's version I like, but hers is just not hitting for me. Mm-mm. But kind of read with yourself. You got it in bad context, so now yeah. I'm moving along. We're gonna talk about Tina Turner's documentary. Tina Turner has been through a lot with that Ike man. The Ike man and dragged her, even dead, still dragging. Still gotta talk about that. Oops, sorry, excuse me. Still gotta talk about him. And I really don't. It's horrible. It's really horrible. Like, why do they drag her and make her talk about this man? Like, he really has dragged her, literally. We seen it, we heard it, she told it, he defended himself. It's just, it's no point in telling the story no more. So I'm happy she did the documentary, so you can put all of that to bed because no bueno. Mm-mm. But I'm happy that they can see that she's kind of what drove rock and roll. Like rock and roll wouldn't be what it is today without Tina Turner. Music wouldn't be the way it is. Matter of fact, I'll say performance wouldn't be the same without Tina Turner. Yes, yes, and Beyonce has shown her love to her. So I will say that. But other than that, that documentary was very, very great, very well put together. Mm-hmm. Sits out and out some other country out here living her best life. I think Switzerland, something like that. I don't know, but now she don't do it. I would like to see a picture of something like she don't even, shoot what you doing, Tina. And another biopic that I watched was Mahalia Jackson. Now, Mahalia Jackson, that was a good one. Mahalia, that was a good one. Queen of Gospel. Queen of Gospel. She really. I did a little bit of research before the movie came out, and I like listened to her voice and stuff like that. And her voice was amazing. The movie wasn't really that amazing, but it's because people's lives back then you can't really tell too much of their story because a lot of it isn't documented, and being a black person is really not documented. So yeah, but Danielle Brooks, sis, sang, sang. I really don't. I can't even. She really sang, and I didn't even know she can blow like that. I knew she could sing because I listened to her single and watching Orange Is the New Black. I'm in tune, and I like Danielle Brooks. She will always be tasty to me. Yes, and she bodied that role. Like she really bodied that role. Yes. Shout outs to Danielle Brooks. I need to look out for her. For her, she's coming. Coming. Yes. Talking about singles, I would like to talk about the newest singles that just came out. One, Demi Lovato's Dancing with the Devil. That right there, that's a doozy. She really, 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 that Dancing with the Devil is really something like that whole movement she got going on right now. Like, really, like a lot. But the song is cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's not a bop, though, as Zach Campbell would say. For me, it ain't a bop. It ain't a flop either, but it ain't a bop. It's sentimental for me. I think it's just emotional for me. Another new single, Lil Nas X. Bro, the song is cute. The song is cute. At first, I felt like he was like exploiting, like turning guys out, and that whole lifestyle in the gay world. But after hearing it again, I thought about it. I'm like, man, there is a lane out here that is newly created, and those type of guys. I guess he's singing to them. But yeah, the down low guy, the one that calls themselves down low. That's weird to me. But yes, that's who he's singing to, you know, because that's kind of how they are. You know? But talking about the single, let's get into the video. The video, bro. Video, that was something. Hey, little Nas, how you doing? Shit, wasn't looking too little to me, but Right, the shit. That video was bomb until he gave the devil a lap dance. Yeah, I was here for him riding the pole and all of that. We ain't never seen it before. It's time that we do, period. Because we like to swing on a pole. Huh, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But ain't nothing wrong with the heels, none of that. Strut, baby, strut. But once he started straddling the devil, that was like, oh, we going there. Oh, oh, we going there. Copy. So, yeah. I'm not really here for it. Like, and I really want to let that be known. Like, he kind of like set us back by trying to set us forward. He wanted to shine a light on how they diminish us and feel how we look. So he gave them a visual of what they demonize us to be. But while he did that, he missed the ball because by him doing that, he kind of made it seem like that, yes, that is what we are because he did it with a smile on his face. Now, I feel like I really hope that he's just leaving us on a cliffhanger and that we have more to come. Like there's another video that he's gonna put out for another single, and it's probably gonna be him rising up to be a good angel. Who knows? Yeah, like what was that show called Lucifer? Yeah, he was a devil. He's the devil, but he was on earth doing good things, you know? And that may be what he's trying to depict. I hope. I really hope he's not just gonna stay in this whole demonic thing. It's not cute at all. At all. Moving along. Jesus Christ. Free Britney. Free Britney. Free Britney. That is a grown woman. Whether she is mentally ill or not, if she made her money herself, mentally ill, she made her money. If it was good enough for her to make her money mentally ill, then it's good enough for her to spend it however freak she feel. It's her money and she need it now. Period. And then you holding us fans up. Like we would like to see her in concert and do stuff and stuff, but she don't want to do it because she ain't got control of her money. Give her money. So what her money is beneficial to her family. And maybe she don't want to be beneficial to them no more. Ever thought about that? That's probably what the real problem is. She don't want to take care of her daddy no more. He done made enough money where he can live his life and be happy. But he still want that income coming in. Why? Why are you bothering this grown woman? Leave her alone. And the sister, she want to help her sister. Let her help her sister. Sheesh. Y'all done ostracized her. She ain't got no. You can't even see Jamie Lynn. But they're like, where is she? And she want to help her sister. Let her help her sister. Sheesh. You are the father or old. Like let him relax. Why he don't want to go relax somewhere? Jesus Christ. Man, old people just want to keep working. Keep working. Like just sat down. Sat down. Christ. Can't work forever. Long as you working, you're holding up the space for somebody behind you that done went to school and trained for the same job that you holding up. But they gotta stay underneath you because you don't want to retire. Then by the time you retire, they dead or 60 and retiring themselves. Move on. Let somebody take a hold of what's there. Like Britney's still young, Lynn is still young. Let them handle themselves. They're the next generation. Let them live. And that's all I gotta say on that. Free Britney. And on another sad note, Perfect DMX. Because I Perfect DMX. That is one soul that needs that he is not his time. He got more to do here. He got things he got to say. He got to put the word out here. That's that's one of God's people right there. Sometimes you could just tell. Yeah. The moment of silence. Perfect DMX. He needs it. Yes. And lastly, I just want to talk a little bit about the Grammys because I'm a little late, but they still happen. And Grammys was bomb. It was bomb. Like I ain't think Beyonce was gonna come, and I felt like she should have because she was nominated multiple times. Her daughter nominated, her artist is nominated. Like you should be in the building, period. Like regardless of how you feel about your music career. And this is why I don't feel like artists should have other artists because it steps into their light, and an artist is not really trying to let their light dim for another. So to sign on another person is kind of like holding them down because you're never going to let them exceed past you. Yeah, especially when y'all both still in the industry. See Beyonce still being an artist, still trying to make music, she shouldn't be trying to promote other artists because she was never the type that was actually going to move to the side and let another one shine. So, with that being said, just her wanting to boycott the Grammys dims the light for her artists because they're your artists. So, if you are saying that you are boycotting the platform, then they're going to boycott your artists just because that's the domino effect of things. And that's the way it should be thought about. Like, am I going to sign this artist? Nah, I'm not because I'm still an artist. Now, when you retire, you couldn't have as many artists as you want because you're no longer trying to chart. You're no longer trying to get that award. You're not in the same category as your artist. Like, but that's that. I'm happy she came as she should. And don't take that as I don't like Beyonce. I love Beyonce. I say no. She on my shop playlist every night. Listen, but just the attitude of everything and how you gotta make way for the ones that are coming behind you. Just gotta be cautious of how you move. And as far as the performances, oh yes, oh yes, Doja Cat came through. Doja Cat came through. I learned to love that song. Say so through her performing it, like for real. Each performance has gotten more and more creative and more amazing, and I really, I love it. Love it. And yes, her performance was Megan Thee Stallion. Now, Megan did that. I'm a little over the twerking. I'm not, like, stop bopping. All right, just do something else. It's not creative. It's like, all right, we get sex sells. What else can you do? Yeah. So that's how I feel about that. Cardi, Cardi's performance was amazing because I don't expect her to do much. So when she does step out the box and start dancing and stuff, that it just surprises me with her moving period. So, and the best thing about the whole night for me was that damn heel. It was a stripper pole connected to a heel. It was a shoe. Like that was amazing. The artisticness behind that was amazing. You can't sleep on that. That performance was bomb. Overall, the night was bomb. But I will tell you, I realized that the night took a really ratchet turn out of nowhere. It's like it went from the Grammys to the BT Awards. I don't know, or I want to say Hip Hop Awards. I don't know. Like it just got real crazy. I don't know. Like as soon as they announced the death of the old executive chairman person, and then they announced the new one, it was like, oh, it's a new sheriff in town. Y'all ready? And he set it off, and then it was lit in there. But I'm here to see where the Grand. I'm excited to see where the Grammys go from here, and I will definitely be looking out for that. I'm that's why I'm closing. This has been the first episode of Music Headquarters, and I'll get back at you with the latest hot topics probably in a few days. Yeah, yeah, 'cause I'm trying to do this frequently, so look out for me. Look out for me. Yes.